All right. I'm live again. Woo! Live. All right. I want to really quick do a thing. Share this. I'm going to share my stream on Facebook. I really ought to do this. I should set this up before I start, but I was doing other things. What no? Come listen to me ramble. Woohoo! Okay. All right. So as you can see here, I cheated a little bit, and I'm not sorry. Because I want to actually get a piece done in the time that I have. Because that's a thing I would like to try to do. So I'm going really simple tonight. Just a little document, official little Pact document. Oh yes, that's the word tonight. Tonight's word is Pact. P-A-C-T, as in, legal or mystical, magical pacts. So that's what we're gonna do tonight. Oops, don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. I don't know what I want to talk about tonight. Toss me a topic. Oh, yeah, I am thinking of the children. That's the entire reason why I'm sitting here live streaming tonight is for the children. So I can, buy them clothes and food and such things. Honey, do you want to share my stream on all your socials? Put it on Twitter with all your followers. Or are you still banned on Twitter? Druids? I don't know that I have anything to discuss about druids. I mean, druids are cool. I don't like the real life druids. I'm like, but fantasy druids. You want to share it on your Twitter? Unless you're still banned. I don't know if you're still banned. We haven't discussed Twitter for a while. Not really banned, you're shadow banned. How? I don't know. I mean, I do, but I don't understand it. Oh, what did you do to them? Don't be mean to people. Unless they're mean to you. And then by all means, be mean to people. Little seal here. I love the look of wax seals. They're pretty cool. You know what? I'm drawing digitally. I can zoom this in. What happens when a traditional artist goes to digital? She forgets that in digital art, you can do cool things you can't do in traditional art, like zoom in or flip the canvas. Oh, those short. Okay, I know who you're talking about. That's right. I remember now. I remember. No, why don't you like that? There we go. There we go. Oh, I'm kind of tired tonight. It's been a day. I haven't done anything today, which is probably why I'm tired. But I just don't feel very good. Probably the change of the season that's just throwing me off, making me bleh. Bleh. And there we go. Yeah. Now we're going to do this, and we're going to do this. I'm going to try that. Except I don't think if we're going to do like fantasy that script is quite going to work for me. So let's find a different one. I need to download more fonts because I don't have all the fancy fonts I want. I want like, there's some really cool fonts that I've had before that I don't have on this computer's 3 or 4 times in 1 year. You stop downloading all the stuff that you like to have on your computer. I just haven't. I've had this computer for over 2 years now. I still haven't done that. That's kind of sad. That's on me. That's on me. The old Times New Roman. No, I want the what I really want is the shoot, what's that called? The Gothic text. You know, the one that looks like the old from like the Bibles and stuff from way back when. But nah. I'll make it easier to center. Save that. Ooh, so big. All right. I'm going to turn it. Hit the shift button and make it smaller. To make things a little bit bigger than I think I'm going to need them in, because then you can, you know, make them smaller if you need to. I mean, this is an official document. Very official. Very professional looking. Don't share things with your ex. How dare you? Told you weren't allowed to talk to her. Oh, Elon, what have you done? What have you done? I get changing the name, but like X? Why X? Like just why that name? It's so awkward. It's really awkward. Really awkward. Like why? Ugh. It's not that I don't like it. Like I get why he would want to change the name because it's his company now, but like not why. Yes, dear. Ha 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 ha. Very funny. my company. I don't care. I don't use Twitter unless I'm entering a giveaway or some type of I want to yell at some corporate entity. That's all I use Twitter for. Yelling at corporate entities and entering giveaways. And in my mind, that's the perfect use for Twitter. Or X. I mean, it's slowly people are like switching over, right? Like I've started to hear people use the name X more naturally as time passes, and it's just going to be that way, right? Like eventually we will all start to use the new name, and it'll be, it'll be the thing. And then eventually it'll sound weird to say Twitter. And perfectly normal to say X. Weird. All right, well, hey, look, that line art went really fast. That's all done. Woo. Said I was going to get through this tonight. Not what I want. I actually want all. And let's go to... What pen do I want to use? Ooh, maybe I want to use this one. Nah. Oh, I know. I know what I want to use. I think this one or this one or this one. The middle one. This one. We're going to use this brush because it's going to give us a nice parchment style texture, which is what I want. So we use this for the paper, and then I'll use the I'll use something else for the seal and the... I multitasked. Yes, I did multitask. Yay! I did two things at the same time. I can sometimes do that. Woohoo! All right, so the first thing I want to do is I'm going to take this color. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to make this much bigger. Let me fill this in. This will make my coloring easier in a minute. Say, oh, nothing. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. I didn't like read any interesting stories or have any interesting things happen today. It was rather bleh. Feel like I'm coming down with a cold, or it's allergies. Could be either one. Who knows what it is, but I've just been feeling off. It's really weird I wasn't going to be able to stream tonight because my throat was really sore this morning. It's just been really dry. It's like the weather just changed suddenly yesterday. So weird. All is really weird. It's like one moment it's hot, and you're melting, and you just want to be in air conditioning, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, cold air, it exists in real life, and we're living with it. It's amazing. Almost like there's seasons. They're not mythical. You could just like smell it today. So weird. You can like smell the weather change. The air is colder, and like the leaves and everything just smells different. I assume it's actually that we can't smell as much as we can in the summertime. Like smells get dull because I'm not a science person, but if I understand correctly, when it's warm and wet, smells are more pungent. Like BO. BO is more apparent when you're hot and sticky than it is when you are not hot and sticky. Okay, cool. Got that. Look at this. We are just flying through this one. Yes! Woohoo! Love it. This down here. We're going to do a darker color. So we want a little bit of a shadow underneath this. Oh, look at that. There's a shadow. I don't want to go all the way to the edge. I want to give it, oops. And pick up your brush every once in a while. Pick up your brush, move around. There we go. Pop a shadow under. Oops. Again, pick up my brush every once in a while. So if I make a mistake, I can fix it. There we go. Here's the shadow for the... Whoop. I don't like that one. There. A little bit thicker now. That looks better. I don't know that it's actually quite right, but we're going to go with that because that's how I feel like doing. I am your sciencey wife. I am a sciencey wife. Woohoo! I got the chat in kind of an odd spot tonight because my phone needs to be plugged in. So it's off to my left instead of being at my right where I can see it like right in front of me. So if I miss something, let me know. Actually, I don't know how you would let me know because I wouldn't see it anyway. I'll try to keep an eye on the chats. I'll try to keep an eye on the chat. How about that? And then I won't miss anything. I just won't miss anything, and that will solve the problem. That will make all of the problems go away if I don't miss anything. See? I am the smart. Okay. There's that. Cool, cool. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna switch to an even lighter color. Don't know that it's gonna be this color. Actually, I can tell you right now it's not gonna be this color, but this is the color I'm putting it in for differentiation's sake right now. It's probably gonna be darker. In fact, I'm entirely sure it's gonna be darker. So I can let me go. Suddenly it's dark. Yay! Hello, darkness, my old friend. That's a good song. It's a very good song. I like it. I like Simon and Garfunkel. They are a good band. Or are. People still listen to them, so they are a good band. Currently listen to their music, so they are a good band. Okay, and then let's do this. Go here. Trying to set myself up for success when I do my color. It'll just make my life easier later. I'm going to do a coloring method that I don't use a lot anymore, but I think for this piece, it's going to work pretty well for what I want today. I don't like to use it much anymore, though. partially because this method, you do the entire thing in grayscale first. You put all your tones in, your lights and your darks, and you get everything set up. And then you put on top of that a transparent layer that is your color. And it's a nice way to do it. Like, it's really good because you get those lights and darks. You get the contrast, but I don't like it because I don't like working in grayscale. I hate working in grayscale unless it's like a piece that I want to be in grayscale. And I was having a hard time where, like, it just felt like the color in my pieces was flat. Like, the pieces looked really good, and then I put color in them, and they no longer looked good anymore. And it was like, ugh, but it was so good. It looked so good. And then I went and ruined the whole thing. The whole thing. And that's just so irritating. Okay, so here is our official document, our official pact. Hey, I'm half an hour in and I got something on the page. Woo-hoo. I might be done before... We won't say that. Okay. Next. Let us do color. So I'm going to start with, that's my base. This is my base. Okay. I need a new layer. This is my palette. This is also a fun little trick that I learned. So you decide what color, what tone you want the piece to be. And for this, I think I'm going to go with a... I need a color. Honey, pick a color. Pick a color, any color. Doesn't matter what the color is. Just a color. While you do that, I am going to add a little bit of texture to some spots just to give it a little bit more depth than it has now. Maroon. Gotcha. Maroon. I can do maroon. Maroon's good. I'm just going to give it a little bit of texture here. Sure you can hear my pen hitting the paper. Oops. I did not lock that. I thought I had that locked. Oh well. Oh, it is. It's locked now. And instead of flicking my hand up, I'm going to pull down. Much better. I'm much more comfortable that way. Here we go. I love this tablet. Drawing with this tablet is so much easier than the one I used to have. I used to have it was like a mouse pad that sat next to the computer, and it worked. It worked. It was there. You know, there was drawing happening, but it was really, really disorienting to use, because it was like you were looking at the computer screen but drawing with your hand. And I know like people use mice all the time, but it's different when you have when you're trying to draw. It was really frustrating and really challenging. And like I was talking about the other day, it was like, don't fight your materials. It's the same thing here. It was like I was fighting with my materials to get them to do what I wanted them to do, and it was really a frustrating thing to try or to use, because it's just like it's not working. It's being pain. Let's see. Okay. Oop. Again, forgot to lock it. There we go. Now, see, locking it makes it so that I only draw on the layer or on the spots where I've already put down stuff. So there's no, like if I do over here, there's nothing goes there. It doesn't work. Oh, you know what? I think, let's flip it. There we go. That's going to give me a better angle. Yep, that's the angle I want. Anyway, so I was saying something. There was something important in my head. I don't remember what it was. That's okay. Okay. Got that. All right, maroon. Okay, so the overall, the whole piece is going to have a maroon color to it. So let's find a nice maroon, dark crimson. Let's see. Carmine. Yeah, this is close enough. This is close enough to maroon right here. So we'll use that. And then you add on your palette layer, go up a nice good size, because we're going to be putting a lot of dots on this for our palette. Okay, and then take this down a size. We're going to find a nice kind of parchmenty color. Let's go a little bit more towards green. Then we take our, and depending on how much you want that tone to influence your piece, you turn the opacity up or down. Make that bigger. There we go. So this is going to be the color of my parchment. And then pick it up. And I'm going to turn it a little bit darker. Maybe bring it a little bit more this way, towards the deeper red. And we get my shadow color. And then if I pick it up again, and I bring it more light, and I bring it more towards yellow, and pop it on there. I think I need to turn up the opacity a little bit more. It needs to be lighter. Let's try going a little bit lighter. White. Let's just go white. There we go. That works. Dealing with opacity, you know, sometimes you get weirdness going on with your lights and with your value. Your hues are affected because you've got the transparency on. That red is going to be really nice for the seal anyway. So all we have to do with this carmine is turn it darker, pull it more towards purple, put a dot on there, pick up the carmine again, bring it more towards the lighter end, pull it more towards red. Let's make it a little bit lighter still. Pop that on there. There's our highlight for our seal. The ribbon. What color should I make the ribbon? Let's go here. So we pop back to this maroon color. Pop over here. We knew that. And a green color. Oh, that's a nice palette. Okay. And then we're going to take it lighter, more towards yellow, lighter still. That gets us our highlight. Pick up this green, take it darker, more towards blue, pop it on there. That gives us our shadow. Perfect. Now I have a palette that I can pull from. Makes it really simple, really easy. Okay. Let's go back to this grayscale. Drawing out a few shadows because all the shadows have to go in now. Oh, I might not have needed the lights and the darks. That's okay. We'll do it anyway. So I want a really smooth brush. Get onto this. There we go. It works. You go 2 shades darker. Pop in the shadows. And again, lock. Makes my life much easier to just do that. And by the way, I am not a tutorial channel. I am not doing tutorials. I'm just trying to find something to talk about. And talking about what I'm doing is easy. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just talking about things that I have picked up from watching other people. Other people have done this longer than I have, and they know much more than I do. Maybe someday I'll feel as confident in my digital painting as I currently feel about my watercolor painting. And even then, I still have lots to learn. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there someday. Actually, probably never. I'll always feel like I have more to learn. There's so much. There's so much to learn. It's like, oh yeah, I have a lot to learn yet. Oh, I found this thing out. Oh, cool. That's another layer of complexity that I'm adding into whatever I'm doing. Yeah, that's a good way to think of it. It's more like you're adding layers of complexity than you're actually like. Then I actually feel like I'm like becoming an expert. It's just, oh yes, I understand this thing in this way, and I am capable of utilizing what I have learned. I don't know. Something like that. Okay. I don't know, it's crown because, you know, crowns. Fun. Crowns are fun. Alright. Good, good. Let's go. The ribbon. Now, get that straightened away. I might make this blue instead of green. We'll see how I like the green. We'll see how I like the green once I get it on here. And I'm going to use this. Actually, no, I'm going to use thinking. What do I want to use? Let's go with this, actually. Well, that doesn't help because it's the exact same color. Yeah, let's do that. Is this on the same layer? Oh, whoops. We do not want that on the same layer. Not at all. You want to lock that layer again and find the ribbon. The ribbon is on this layer. Okay, so I actually don't want my Yep. Perfect. Ribbon. Ribbon. Perfect. Oh, let's flip it upside down. Oh, from the top. How are we doing on time? 9:08. Perfect. This is coming along quite nicely. See, this is how I was imagining Inktober going this year. I was like, oh yeah, I'll just do really quick stuff. Take me no time at all. Be done. Da-da-da. Perfect. And then it was like, oh no, this is, I forgot. I forgot. If I let myself, I could spend literal hours working on every single Inktober piece because that's the way it goes. You end up spending much more time than intended on any given art piece. And I need this upside down again. There we go. I spend more time than I intend on any given art piece any day of the week, but especially in Inktober, and especially when I'm intending to like share what I've done. So like, this must be perfect and I must spend much time on it. Like I said before, I'm a lazy perfectionist. I am a perfectionist. It's just, I'm just a lazy one. Which again does not make sense, but I swear it does. There we go. All right. Yay, done. And now we move on to the fun part. Color. Look at this drab gray scale thing. Ew. Who wants that? That's boring. Quick. Fix it. Start with this layer. We will add another layer. Oh my gosh, my layers are going to be awful if I don't do something about this management. Shadow! Yay! Paper! Paper highlights. And where's the and button? 7. Ribbon. Seal. Perfect. All right. Oh yeah, text. All right. Now we're good. Paper. Color. Let's take these two and quick group them like that. We will split alpha into mask. Pop it up like that. And now, where'd my pen go? Perfect. If I take this and take this color and I have the right, it'll only go where I tell it to. Yay! Oh, I want that 100% too. Okay. Oh no, now I've covered up my grayscale. Whatever shall I do? I don't know, maybe I'll try this color. So there's a couple ways to do it. You can either do color. I don't think multiply does work, but it's not as, you can do the soft light layer. You can do, not saturation, oops, saturation does not work. You can do overlay. Overlay gets me the brightest. Color is a little bit darker. I don't know. Do I want color or do I want overlay? I feel like with overlay, that's more washed out. Let's do color, because that gets me more of that like parchmenty color that I was after. So we'll do that. See? It's colored. Boom. Fast. Perfect. Now we do the same thing with the paper highlights. Shift and group, quick group. Take this layer, convert split alpha into mask, move the mask to the top of the group. Select this and color in. Switch to color. Color is not quite right. We're going to come back to that color later. Go. Paper highlight and ribbon. And then we're going to pop in that ribbon color that I'm not sure I want to keep this color. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's try it. Let's try overlay. Stuff though. I used to do it this way, so I do a layer and then I'd copy the layer and I'd have 2 layers and the second layer would be at like 50% and that would get me a nice color. That's how I used to do it. That's how I learned how to do it. I don't know. We'll play around with it later. Decide what I want to do. For now, we're just going to go with color and I'll fix stuff later. Okay, seal. Once again, group, quick group, seal later, split alpha, alpha into mask, move it up to the top of the group, grab this, grab our beautiful red color here, and pop it in, change this to a color layer. Wow, that looks good. That red looks really good. I like that. I like that a lot. A lot. I'm going to go to our line art here, and I think I'm going to take this brown that I've got here, and I'm going to like really turn it down and change that from black to this brown color. Or, oops, I didn't put it on my palette. I didn't do it on my palette first. Let's see, I was doing 80%. Yeah, okay, pick it up. It's gonna be a subtle difference, but it's I promise it's gonna homogenize much better. Oh, approve it. Like there's just that slightly more pink tone to it. Just a little bit. It's not a lot, but it's enough. It's enough to make this, yeah, see, slightly more homogeneous. Just enough. Just enough. All right. Next. Oh, I need to convert this. Convert. Oh, I can't convert it. No. Oh, it's already the way I need it to be. Cool. I thought it was still a vector layer. All right. That is very official looking, isn't it? So official. Okay. Let's go back down to this highlight layer. Excuse me. Dang it. I just don't like that color. I just don't think that that color was quite what I was after. There we go. That's what I want. That's much closer to what I want. Okay. So I think we're just going to go like 95 for that. We'll go back up to our palette, pop this on there at 95 because I had it at 80 and then I went up to 90 and now I can pop that in. There we go. Now I'm at 95 and we'll see if 95 gets me better. That's kind of like the in between of the two. Not as pink as it was before. Oops, I ruined that. It's not as pink as it was before, but it's not as yellow as it was the second time. So I want to play around with that ribbon. I'm not sure. The green looks nice though. It does look nice. Blue is nice too though. No. We'll leave the green. We'll leave the green. Okay. Now that we have that. Now we get to go in and do the fun part. I mean, it's all the fun part. It's art. Art is fun. Every part of art is fun. But we go in and do a fun part. Oh, shadow. Let's, dang, I don't know what I want to do for the background. I haven't really thought about it. I'll think about it later. So we're going to go back to our paper color here and pick up the shadow. We're going to pick up the shadow color. Okay, because this is really flat. It's flat. We can admit that it's flat. And then we're going to come in here. I'm going to go down to my favorites and pick up this airbrush. Turn it down. And a little bit bigger than that. There we go. We're going to make this also a color layer. And we're going to come in here with our paper where we have these shadows. And we're just going to add the shadow color in on these spots. Not too much. We want just enough. Look at that maroon color that we have. It's really nice. Very nice pick, dear. Good color. Pop that in. Drink some water. If you have water, drink your water. And while we have this color, I'm going to pop up here and do the same thing. I'm going to go nice and light on these because I don't want these to be very dark at all. Maybe just run my eraser over that. There. Nice and light. Oops, wrong side. That's the highlight side. Pop it in there. There we go. Beautiful. The color. Go on a new layer. And go color again. Pop it on here. It's not making a lot of change now, is it? Let's try the original Oh, yeah, duh, because that's the original color. Oh man, I am not smart sometimes. Just brighten it up. Pop that. Dear, would you go and make sure that something's not on fire outside? Because I can smell smoke. Yeah, I smell smoke. Could you check that out? Just sitting here and all of a sudden it just smells of fire. Let's do 95 because reasons. Hopefully the neighborhood's not burning down. We don't want that. If it is, I will turn off my live stream and go deal with it. Not that I could do much, but dang, it's really intense. Like, just kind of like all of a sudden, like I was there and now it's like really there. Oops, that's my palette layer. I don't want that. It's one of those fall smells. Yes. Biotomas. Biotomas. Okay. And we're on this layer, so we're going to work on the green. Pick up our dark color. Do you see anything? You didn't smell it though, right?
Yeah, I smelled it when I was coming outside. Oh.
Weird.
Haven't seen any lights. Neighbors down the road didn't have their fire going.
I don't see anything on fire here. It's definitely like a.
It's a campfire.
Yeah.
It smells like.
Yeah, it smells like a campfire. Weird. I turned off the stove, right?
Yeah, it's on.
Okay. Double check that. Make sure it's not our house that's on fire. Funny story about fires. This is a good one. So one night, my family was at home and we were watching a movie. And in the movie, it was a Western. I forget what the Western was called. I think Tom Selleck was in it, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, it was a Western. So we're watching this movie, and there's a scene where the cabin is set on fire. And here we are, we're watching it, and we're watching, and all of a sudden, like, I'm like, we're all like, oh, we're really into this movie, because, like, we can even smell the smoke. Wow. Wow. This is amazing. Never had that happen before. And that's when we heard the sirens and we realized that, oh yeah, you know, like in the Old West, they wouldn't have sirens. It wasn't that we were that into the movie. In fact, it was the laundromat near our home was on fire. Oh man, it was really funny though. We were like, man, I'm really into this movie. Oh man, the cabin's really on fire. Seen this movie so many times, and yet here I am sitting here, and I'm just engrossed in this movie. I want to say, if your house is on fire, don't be watching a movie that has, you know, stuff burning in it, because you might just think you're just really into that movie. This purple is really really adding. I like how this works. I do like how it works. I love just being able to do like these really simple steps and add and really elevate the whatever I'm working on. But again, I just don't like working on grayscale. It's boring. Sometimes grayscale is great. You know, it's a fundamental. You really ought to learn how to do grayscale because it teaches you how to get your contrast, darks and your light, blah 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 blah. I just can't be bothered. Oh, that's the wrong airbrush. That's why it wasn't acting the way that I... Oh, no, it is. It is the right airbrush. Weird. Okay. Down. Highlights. I'm not worried about being entirely accurate because a little bit of over brushing is just fine. Again, it adds... It gives differentiation in the colors, which makes the piece more interesting. And this is honest, let's be honest, this is a pretty boring piece. So now that we've got those in, ta-da! What do you think? Not done yet. Not done yet. Just have a couple more things to do. Collapse these groups. And now we have to address this shadow. And I think what I want to do for this shadow is do this purple. So we're going to add another layer, quick group, Control G. I need to learn that. We're going to split alpha into mask, take the mask up to the top of the layer. Oops. Top of the group. There we go. Like that. Take this, turn it into a color layer. Bring up the size. Oh, I'm using the wrong brush. Again. Wrong brush. There we go. There we go. That's just a little bit too bright. I want it darker. I want it more toward darker still. Down to 80. Here to my palette. Make this smaller. Dot that on there. Pick it up. Close that group. Here. Opacity up to 100. There we go. That's a shadow. Okay. And then the background, which I have not addressed at all. I've had it just this gray color, which is great and all, but I don't know. I think it's kind of boring. Not kind of boring. It's real. And a whole lot flashed before my eyes. It was really boring. Do purple. I want to make it look like it's sitting like on a, or like hovering, because it's hovering. I could just like hover it. I could just make it hover. Ta-da! It's hovering. No, I think, ooh, I want to try something new. I'm going to try something new. I've never done this before. I'm going to try something new. I am still going to need my palette layer though. I'm going to take my elliptical tool and go down here and add a new layer. And I want this to be, let's start with black. Yeah, that brush is fine. Let's fill it in. Doesn't matter how big it is. I do. Just get rid of that entirely. Ooh, got rid of it entirely. And then come in here, make it a little bit taller, bring it down a little ways. See how that looks. Perfect. We're going to lock that layer. Bring it up a few gray shades, maybe a little bit more than that. There we go. A little bit more. Down. 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 Yeah. Okay. Up. Going to, oh wait, I figured this out before. Control G. There we go. I got my quick group. Then we're going to split alpha. There's no shortcut for that. Pop it up there. Pick up our beautiful dark purple here. Make this bigger. Put this here. Color. Wacha, 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 wacha. What? Then there's an airbrush. Add another layer. That's color. Take this to our darker purple. There, and then pick up that purple again. Get a lighter. Light. And then just around the edges. And cool. Cool. Let's try though. I want to try one other color down here. I want to try the maroon here. And there we go. Pick up the darker version of the maroon. Airbrush that into the center. Add the even darker purple to the very center. There we go. Pick up this red, or actually, let's try this green. Oof, no. Ew, ew, ew. Never mind, you didn't see anything. This is very psychedelic. That was very psychedelic. Let's try just doing like a pink. And click, 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 re-click. Pink is not quite doing what I want it to do. It could be because of what I'm using. I think it's because of what I'm using. So now I got to decide if I like the pink or I like the purple. I think I like the purple better. I think the purple looks better. I think the pink is just a little bit too strange. Yeah. So I'm going to do it's the purple. Do the purple. Which is fine because I can still do what I want to do with this purple, which is on top of this. I'm going to add another layer. We're going to do screen. Going to fill this with black. Oh my goodness, nothing changed. Why does it still look the same? You will find out. You will find out. Do that. Do. Turn this. Got airbrush. The opacity. Oh, opacity. I have the opacity down so low. You know what I'm thinking though? Actually, I don't have to undo anything. I just got to do that. There we go. Now, I'm going to make it glow. Make it glow. Make it glow. Hold it back anymore. Let it glow. Let it glow. I'm doing it upside down. Why did I do that? Actually, I want to do a second glow all the way up here. Black, fill in, green, airbrush, color, pick up my purple again. Right. There we go. I know. I know how to do this. Erase, 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 erase. Get rid of the palette. Now we're going to do this cool thing. Everything I do is cool. Push up. Nope. I do not want the gray. What in the world did I do wrong? Oh, it's this layer. Let's delete that layer. We're going to add a new one anyway. Okay. Going to do a new layer from visible. Turn off all these other layers. All the layers. All turned off. Because they don't matter anymore. All that matters is visible layer. And then this layer here. Going to Control G. Oh, I wonder what she's going to do. Oh, I can't tell. There we go. Okay, and we're going to turn this into a screen. Fill this black. Got an airbrush. Now we'll do our glow. Now we can do this glow thing. No. Oh, still had it on black. I was like, why am I not getting anything? Give these some nice lines here. I got them shooting up. Different sizes from this magical circle. Actually, I like this one a lot. I wasn't sure how this was going to go because I was like, oh man, like Pact, like, this is going to be a tough one. I don't know. But now that I'm here, I'm like, this is pretty cool. I like this. Go for this. Looks really neat. That's the way Inktober generally goes. Like, you start out and you're like, this prompt, but sometimes it turns into something very unexpected. Unexpected, very cool. And I think this counts as unexpected, but very cool. Okay, smaller. Really give this that, because this is closest to the bottom. So we want to give it a little bit of shine here. We already got that little bit of extra something there because we did the see there, and that little bit of purple there. Purple's a very mystical looking color. It's just kind of how like people interpret the color purple to be very mystical or regal. So we'll play off that. We'll use the color purple to make this look mystical. You know, like art has its own vocabulary, right? And a good artist can use the common vocabulary to tell people things without telling them things, without sitting there and explaining everything to them. Like, you can convey an idea in a language people can understand without using any words, just pictures. But people understand those pictures because it's a common language. It's something that people recognize. And so, and some of those vocabulary, some of that vocabulary even surpasses language barriers. Sweet. All right. Look at that. I only went 17 minutes over. 17 minutes. 17 minutes over, and I have a beautiful piece that I'm very happy with. I think looks very good. Yeah, I think it turned out really well. All right, now all I got to do is sign it. Doop. Oops. That's not the color I wanted. That's not the color I thought I picked up. I picked up this color. There we go. Oh, I'm still on the screen level layer. That's why. Silly me. I put it on the visible layer. There we go. Actually, I don't want it there. I'm going to put it down here. Signature. Doesn't quite look right. I'm going to be really picky with it because I like this piece and I don't want it to stand out. I don't want my signature to stand out like sore thumb on the piece. I want it to look like it's part of it. Still not right. Okay. Shoot. There. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Cool. Yay. It's official. I'm done. Yay! It looks so good. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't know what it's officially for. But it's official. So I'm gonna save it now. Yeah, I got 10 minutes before 10 o'clock, so I'm gonna do what I do with all of my pieces, my kind of last few things that I do. So I save it with flat, and then I go to layer, flatten image. Yes, it's all on one layer. Then I go to filter, hit burn, take the shadows. Not the shadows that dark, but I do want to have a little bit more. Really gonna make that glow work for me. See how that looks with the dodge when I put the dodge on. And we'll dodge the highlights. Really? Wow, that's really glowy. Let's maybe turn that down just a teeny bit. Yeah. Okay. And then we can come back to the burn and I can play with that a little bit and see if maybe making it a little darker helps. I feel like that's too dark. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay. Filter, we'll do color balance. Let's see. Let's do more magenta in the shadows. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. A little bit more blue. I think we can really see it here. See how that really pulls out that purple in the seal? Yeah, I think about 3 because I think this is not quite enough and this is more riveting television, I know. Our midtones. I want that a little bit to the green side. See how that looks. No, I don't like the green. Let's try to the red. A bit more red. Oh yeah. Yes, red. Okay. Yeah. That's good. That's good. I don't want to add yellow or blue because I got blue in my shadows. I don't want blue in my shadows or in my highlights. Okay, and then down here, let's try magenta in the shadows. I wonder if maybe I did cyan in the shadows. No, I don't like that. Let's try red. Maybe just straight blue. I mean, I could pop up the blue a little bit more. Oh yeah, that really, you can really see it here, that blue down in the purple underneath. Yeah, let's just pop it up. I think 3. I think 3 is a good, and I think blue there in the shadows. So we got blue in the shadows, a little bit more red in the midtones. And in the highlights, then we can use magenta in the highlights. Yeah. Glow, baby, glow. So yeah, if we pull this magenta, see where all that magenta is? That's all the areas that we're looking at when we're looking at where this is affecting it. And we really like, see how like green, green, green. Wow, that's really green. Pull that down more towards the magenta. There's somewhere in here, I think it's gonna be, yeah, right up there. Filter mask. Very nice, very nice. Okay, anything else I want to do? I think that is gonna be it. See, and like that only took like 5 minutes. I don't think I want to do anything other than that. No, I think I'm done. I think I am done. It's on this nice transparent background, so it can be put on anything, really. Maybe I should put this on a mug or a sticker. Ooh, this could be a cute sticker. What do you think, honey? Do you think that'd be a cute sticker? I think that might be a cute sticker. We'll see. Maybe I'll pop it into a sticker. Ooh, there's this new thing I can do now where you get holographic stickers. This might be a cool holographic sticker. You'd like that as a sticker? Yeah. Sticker. Cool. Okay, so now I need to save. I need to save it again as a PNG. Save. Pop that up all the way. There we go. Da 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 da. Dum dum dum. Dum dum da da da. Okay. All right. I think that's our stream tonight. I got a piece done. All done during the stream. Nothing left to do on that one. She's ready. She's ready to go. I'm gonna look at making it into a sticker and stick it on my Etsy shop. You know, see how that goes. Yeah. I am done for the evening, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.